Panzerkampf.
In the blue square is the Weenus Legion, submitted by Tajimmer. This team consists of 2 Shooty Scooties, 2 Weenies, and 1 missile truck. And opposing them in the red square is the veteran team, the Caroleans, submitted by Mystic Ping. This team consists of 5 Stridswagen Fs. Alright, the tanks are on the battlefield, the timers are set and ready, and we are going to roll in 3, 2, 1, fight! That missile truck settles on the ground with the rest of its team, and we are off. Let's see who fires first. Both teams taking a while to get adjusted, and there we go. Looks like the Weenies fire off first. The Caroleans are still looking for a reply. Take a little while to get adjusted, I guess. There goes 1, 2. We get 3. Missiles coming in now. 2 of them still have to turn their turrets to face. They kind of took a little side detour there. Are the Weenies the one with the bulldozers on them? I think they are. If so, that is just a... No, I'm sorry. That's the Shooty Scooty. I guarantee those are the Shooty Scooties. Come here. Look at you. Yep, that's a Shooty Scooty because it scoots you around with the... Yeah, never mind. Okay. Very clever. I like it. I love the design on these. They look almost cartoonish compared to the more business-like appearance of the Caroleans, but if you know anything about Tajimmer, he's also a tournament host. And a little plug, I know it's probably going to be too late by the time you guys see this, but he's hosting a tournament very similar to this called the Battle Wagon Smash. And basically, it's going to be land ships, 200,000 material vehicles fighting each other on a desert plain, kind of like this, with a few more lumps in it. And basically, almost every single weapon is allowed. It's going to be a huge slugfest. If you want to see massive battleships on wheels fighting each other in the dunes, that's going to be the tournament for you. And it's going to be, I think, starting on December 31st. So if this comes out before then, y'all might have some time. If you haven't heard of it, you might have some time to make a ship real quick. And if you aren't going to make a ship, or if you just want to watch the fights, then go to his channel, Tajimmer. It's a lot of fun to watch. I'll put a link in the description below to his channel so you can go see it. But he's the maker of these little things, and he always makes these amazing little... They're just unique. They're him. They never really... They have a bit of a not goofy, but I guess cartoony. They're not... They got these bright colors. They've got kind of a chunky look to them. There's always some sort of joke behind them, like the Shooty Scooties there with the bulldozers. And I just always love watching his tanks fight, or any of his vehicles. The Caroleans are doing okay. They've lost a member already. Well, they've lost its turret anyway. I don't know if it's despawning. Seems it's still alive. It will not shut off yet. I might extend the time on this one a little bit because we got some significant lag going on. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But not a single member of the Weenus Legion has really taken any crucial damage yet. We've seen a turret get narrowly shaved here on this Shooty Scooty, but that's about it. If they don't shoot their own in the back, they'll be doing really well here. These Weenies have closed the gap very well. They're using these they're twin dual-barreled whatever they are. They're very, very neat design. I've seen one other tank like this, I think, maybe 2. We saw them fight in the last episode actually. The Death Masks have the same twin dual-barreled cannon setup. Only these are on turrets, so they don't even have to worry about keeping their front to the enemy. They can strafe them. And these are obviously a little slower, but they sit in the back, and they're just already, you can see they've lost they kind of have got some damage on these cannons that are embedded in the shovels. But the turrets are still okay. This one hasn't even lost its barrels yet. It's still able to fire clean through its shovel. It has taken some damage to the inside, though. You can see, or towards the inside. It hasn't lost anything there yet because of this heavy armor triangle setup on the interior. These will be neat to review. I'll have to go over each of these when we get to them. That won't be for a while, though. I'm way behind on the reviews. I swear they'll be done before this tournament ends, but it might be a while. The missile truck is doing a great job just sitting there, not moving forward. It has capability to move. I already tested it. It can move, but it doesn't want to. It'll close the distance when it needs to, and only then. So very good design. I'm just going to check real quick and make sure we aren't going too far out of distance. The Caroleans are doing pretty well, honestly. They've lost one member. effectively. It's not dead yet, but it's lost its turret, so it's pretty much out of the fight until it can repair that. We're going to check that missile truck. Where are you? Missile truck, yeah, we're good. Okay. But so far, they haven't lost any tanks. Neither side has lost a tank yet. Very, very good good designs on both sides. Very good armoring. Unfortunately, it seems that, you know, the loss of an extra gun on the Caroleans team has given the Weenus Legion an early advantage. So that's not too good for them. But they're still doing okay. As you see, these two are relatively unscratched. Oh no. So they did enough damage to that one Carolean. So now they're down a tank. And that's bad. I mean, it was already pretty much combat ineffective, but losing the entire tank means you lose any of the hit points it might have had for the team. So they're down by a fifth of their hit points. And that's just not a good thing to have happen early on. And I say early on, we're under 5 minutes to go. But, I mean, it was pretty early on. It lost that turret, and that pretty much removed it from the game. And now this one's getting very focused down very quickly. It's staying alive. It's keeping, you know, the 0.7 accuracy deal on the auto aim is helping to keep it alive because these things aren't that accurate. But yeah, it's the fact that especially the Weenies, but all these tanks can shoot a lot faster than the Caroleans. Most of the Weenus Legion has much higher DPM guns, and that's starting to tell here. You can see, I mean, the Caroleans aren't dying really, but they're not able to deal back the kind of damage that they're receiving. They do have some amazing looking missiles though. There goes one. A little bit of slow off the launch. Looks like they have a long ramp up time. It needs to get on target though. That's a big chunk of damage right there. And I don't know if they're not sharing targets, but that laser is not staying on target. It needs to get into the side of this shooty scooty. Will it make it? No, that laser was too far back and the missile could not adjust in time. So that's unfortunate. Another one coming off of this Carolean. It looks like it's lost the front end of its gantry though, so all it is basically fuel tanks and some thrusters. That's not going to do any damage even if it did connect, and it didn't, because of course it's missing its laser designator on the front. Meanwhile, the missile truck, completely untouched, is free to rain in, and you see right here, this is going to hit. Even if it hit that tank, it would do nothing because it has no damage modules on it. But this missile truck, because it's staying still, and because it's not being focused down, it is free to just shred enemies with impunity. 4 missiles per shot, if I'm not mistaken. But you can see how long these things are, and that's a frag clean through the back end of this Carolean. And interestingly enough, it doesn't do much damage to the back. You see it just chopped off a few blocks, and that's it. So the Caroleans have got really good armor on them. We have 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. We've got another missile coming in here. The Caroleans are trying desperately to kill these shooty scooties, it looks like. And the shooty scooties are trying desperately to kill the Caroleans. I know the Stritzwagen Fs, but, you know, the team's called the Caroleans, and they're all the same thing, so I'm you know. Oh, geez. The Stritzwagen right here is getting focused down pretty effectively by that missile truck, able to do large chunks of damage as it hits. Unfortunately, I think the fact that it's got, you know, you saw how long those missiles are. I think that's going to affect its ability to really take down a single tank by itself. It'll do damage to it, but it won't really hurt it that badly. It's just got such a long reload time. You see how long those missiles are. It's going to take a while before it can actually get those missiles up again. Oh no, Shooty Scooty has lost its head. That's not the end of it because it has those gun barrels on the inside, but it's now lost its interior too. You can see everything disappearing from the inside. They managed to get in there right through the side and kill the gun, and that is going to be a dead Shooty Scooty for sure. I will guarantee you it's dead. AI dead, yes. I think that's what it says, yep. Either that or 2 damage, one of the two, it's gone. There is no coming back from that. The entire inside of those things is one giant gun. And it is lined with heavy armor, so it's going to be hard to get through unless you have a really decent heat round. But once you do punch through it, it's game over for the Shooty Scooty. It looks like that took off some gauge increasers on the upper guns here, so they may have to reload because now the calibers have been changed, and whenever you change the caliber on a gun, it has to empty all the original shells and reload with a new caliber. Loss of that gauge increaser may actually be the difference between life and death for that Carolean right there, or that Stritzwagen. They have despawned one of the Shooty Scooties. Where's the other? Oh, there it is. There's 2 weenies remaining. So 1 Shooty Scooty, 2 weenies, and the missile truck remain for wait, where? Yeah, for the the Weenus Legion. As we come into the last half minute, I may extend this by 1 extra minute. Just to be fair, there's been some lag here, so I think I'll give it another minute for this fight. But yeah, I am not sure who's going to pull this out. It really comes down to who can deal the most damage in the next minute 20 seconds. It looks like the Weenies have done a fantastic job of ripping through these shooty scoos, although I think their RPM, their rounds per minute, has gone down a bit. Oh dear, that missile came out the side, and now the missile truck is switching targets. Oh, that was a very unfortunate shot right there. I don't know why it launched sideways like that. It shouldn't have done that. I gotta restart this for another minute. And I don't know. I think that it's gonna really matter. What's really gonna count is whether or not they can despawn another of these Caroleans. I honestly think that the Weenus Legion has it well in hand here, provided that they don't lose another vehicle. They've done a lot of damage to the remaining Caroleans. They've killed 2 of them, I think. Yeah, they managed to despawn another one. I wasn't quite watching. I was busy with that missile truck. I'm so sorry. Oh, that missile didn't have enough fuel to come around for another pass. Sometimes if you miss the first shot and you have enough fuel, they might be able to circle around the battlefield and come back and hit again. But now we've got them cornered. 2 of the Stridswagens have been cornered, and with this last 25 seconds, it looks like the Weenus Legion is going to be able to do some significant damage here and clean up. I'm pretty sure we know who the winner here is. There's 3 tanks on the Caroleans, 4 on the Weenus Legion, unless that shot right there despawns that tank, and it looks like it didn't. There's a missile going off. We have 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to let that missile hit right here. Does it kill it? Will it be enough? No, it will not, and that's the end of the fight right there. So if you'll give me a minute here, I will be right back with the results. Alright, well, it looks like the Caroleans have 24,600 materials remaining, and the Weenus Legion has 35,050 or 60 materials remaining. So this fight will go to the Weenus Legion. So congratulations to Tajimmer. Your Weenus Legion will be moving on in the primary brackets. And my condolences, Mystic Ping, your Caroleans will go down to the secondary brackets where they will get another shot, so you're not out yet. Thank you both for participating. As always, thanks to all who watched this. I've been Chromoid, and I will see you guys in the next episode where we will begin the first of the secondary bracket fights. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.